So we're trying to find my favorite racket between the brands of Adidas, Head and Nox. We've tried quite a few of each of the different brands in the last few days, and in this video we're going to have a challenge to find which would be my favorite of the three. Yeah, I like that. That feels nice control from the back. Slightly softer than the Metalbone Hard, which for me is a personal preference. I think it's also just got a nicer feeling really than the Adi Power and the Adi Power control, because I can have control but I can still hit quite firmly on the ball. Yeah, I like that. Oof, wow. It's quite a difference from the other racket. Yeah. See, actually when I hit with the other head rackets, this feels a little bit softer. This is quite a lot harder than that last Metalbone. Generally, I find the head rackets pretty hard. This is softer than the Pro Speed X, the Speed Pro X, but it's still a pretty hard racket. You do get not bad control from the back, but it wouldn't be my first choice. That Metalbone did feel a little bit nicer on the control, but yeah, I can get that feeling on this. It's not bad. Yeah, I like this already. Already for me, this feels like, this balance is closer to the hand. So for me, it already feels like kind of nicer in the hand. I haven't even hit a ball yet. Like I just feel like swing-wise, and it's a little bit softer, which personally, you know, I prefer. That does feel nice actually. And actually, the other rackets that we tried, the Nox Equation was also quite kind of soft and had that nice maneuverability, nice feeling. Yeah, I feel like you've got better maneuverability with this one than the Nurbo. We tried the Nox Nurbo as well. That's a little bit head heavy and hard. Yeah, oh, I could get used to this racket. So if I was putting these on the podium, I'd put the AT10 #1. That's probably first place, nicest for feeling maneuverability at the back. Metalbone would come second, and then the Speed Pro probably third. I quite like this for a diamond racket with a bit more weight in the head. You actually get quite good control on this, and I feel like more so now the screws are out of the throat. Decent control actually. A lot more control with this one than I felt with the Adi Powers, that's for sure. Yeah, it's nice because you can hit that control but also increase the speed a little bit if you need to. This racket feels really smooth, like on the face, after having held the last couple of rackets. And even though this is hard, actually the feeling is still pretty nice. It's decent control. I'm sure this will be a good power racket actually. This is not bad at all actually for quite a hard racket. Again, this part of the maneuverability, this feels nice in the hands. I do like that feeling of the roughness on the surface. And it's just a great maneuverability. You get nice fast racket head speed if you want to, but good control on these volleys. This is again going to be probably my favourite of the three here. Looks like I'm biased. Yeah, he's nice and rough on that surface. So the placement again, I mean, for me the AT10 would be #1. I really like the feel of that, both manoeuvrability and control. #2 again would be that Metalbone. It's kind of got that nice combination of control, but also, you know, the weight in the head, nice, you know, mix. Actually, I have to say the Speed Pro had more control than I thought it would. It is third out of these three, but actually I do still really like it. You know, it would be a nice volleyer's racket. Oof, that sun is right where you want it. Oh yeah. It's good power on this. I have to say it's partly that it's head heavy as well. Like you get a nice momentum. Yeah, that is nice. I like that. Much more power on this than the Adi Powers, I feel. Oh yeah, a lot more power actually on that. You can feel it, even it sounds more of a thud, doesn't it? Oh, and this is where this hard racket really comes into its own. Have a couple of, just a flat smash. Yeah. Oh yeah, nice. That's actually a lot of power. That's probably going to be my #1 power, if I'm honest. Oh, this racket's got a lot to live up to after winning the last 2 categories. Does feel nice on the Vibra. Still, that's a control thing though, isn't it? Let's hit a few aggressive smashes. Yeah. Even though this is tappy as racket, I don't quite have his smash. Good power though, good power. One more. Oh. Yeah, it's good. Good, I mean, it was a good sound, isn't it? It's good for my game. I'm not a big smasher though. So, but probably the least power out of the 3 though. But still a wonderful feel. So when it comes to power, I think this is probably #1, the Speed Pro. You know, a lot of juice on that. Metalbone #2, again, good power. And the AT10, least power of the 3, but still a good amount of power in that. And yeah, and again, good kind of maneuverability on the swing. So that would be my 3 for the power. So having tested all of these rackets from different brands, these are my favorite from each of the brands, but out of the 3, and this is my personal preference, this would be my 3rd choice. The Adidas Metalbone would be my 2nd, and the Nox AT10 Genius would be my 1st choice, and that's going in my bag. Now, if you want to see all of the product reviews we did on all of the ranges, then you'll find that on our platform, thepadelschool.com.